in the beginning, but now this end or this part of our business is more profitable than the other. So we've come a long way.
Yeah, so it's funding the other businesses now.
That's right. So your StoresOnline business is now funding some of your other ventures that you're doing out there.
Yeah.
Tell me, how did you mentioned a lot about the tutorials playing a role in your success. Maybe you could tell us a little bit more about how that support from StoresOnline is helping you.
Well, the call-in support from StoresOnline was absolutely critical. Every time, in the early stages when I was building the product, every time I encountered a problem, either through the chats, but more importantly, the online call support center. Every problem I ran into, I called and was worked through. And without that, I'm sure we would have bogged down somewhere. So that support was great. And also in building it, just the tutorials and the help when you encountered a problem, you were trying to put in some ordering rules or whatever, and go to the help menus, and they were really good in helping you solve those problems.
Johnny, how about from your perspective, how did that support assist you in your role with your business?
Well, I'm calling him more and more these days. In the beginning, he was the one talking to him, but I'm calling him more and more. As last night. Well, the last 3 days I've probably been on the phone with support, and it made it possible for us to stay out here for a little bit longer, in that we adjusted my ordering rules so that if somebody orders an item that I make in my house, I do make some of my own products, that they're not available for express shipping until I get back home. And so we put in ordering rules for that, and that was the latest thing that they helped me with.
Excellent. And what advice would you give to someone just starting a web business, a new entrepreneur, someone who's just looking to get going? What kind of advice would you give, Don?
The biggest mistake we made was pay-per-clicks. Watch your pay-per-click budget. As Joni said, we wanted to get started quick, and so we bought way more clicks than we could afford. So my advice would be to pay attention to tutorials. I mean, it's very, very clear in the tutorials how to set your budget, and we just didn't do that.
Joni, how about from your perspective?
Start small, like we were advised to do. Yeah. My daughter told me that, Mom, if you don't have a lot of products when people visit your website, they may not particularly like your website. And so we loaded a lot of products, and I wish now when I'm maintaining my website that I didn't have quite so many. Because there's always coming out with new products that you want to add to your line, but if you're already, so big, it's not, I don't know. You have to kind of pick and choose, being a little bit more selective so that you don't get too much.
You're getting a little bit more focused early on.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
We do a lot of drop shipping too, and with that large number of products, she finds a lot of products discontinued, so it requires constant maintenance to the website to get those out before they get ordered. And so she has to, it's almost a daily job.
From your workshop experience, as you were getting ready to go, you were learning the strategies and you were finding out the opportunities to start your website. What were some of the key principles or things that you learned at that initial workshop to get things rolling?
Anything come to mind?
No.
From the key workshop, we were pretty overwhelmed. There's just a lot of information, and we wanted to get home and get the software and get in and see what was available. There was so much information presented in the first workshop that it was almost mind-boggling.
And how has your StoresOnline storefront, how has that changed your day-to-day life? What has it done for you?
I'm speechless.
One of Joni's part-time jobs that she did before we got the store, I've now taken on because
I can't.
Her time has been consumed with StoresOnline.
We've had to readjust. Division of labor.
Right. Maybe back up just a little bit and just give us a few more details about your web business, and maybe just kind of drill down just a little bit in terms of what you offer, why you chose that path, just kind of your story there.
Well, I think from day one, Joni was convinced that wedding-related things was what she wanted to do. That's what she was interested in. And I didn't have a passion like that in anything, so it sounded like the best thing for us to do.
Well, we were advised to pick something that we were really interested in, something that we really liked, and I had already committed